We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history. We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history. Lord, I wanna thank you for my mama, even though I always give her drama. Trying to reach another place, but I gotta mask my face. My emotions in disguise, but my mind is in the skies. Why you gotta act surprised? Motivation always tell you lies. Shutting down will never do, but you'll never get a clue. They just leave you clueless. Yeah, they putting on a fake show with a halo. Realize they can do this. I'm just trying to be about the hustle. RIP to the legend that is Nipsey. That's just trying to come fast, like it's busting from a quickie, giving us a hickey. Why you think you got it under wraps? Why they hit you with that double tap? That's we'll try to build a wall around us that a lot will probably feel is cap. America never really had the Iron Man. We at a war, in fact. If we don't avenge ourselves, the end game will never be intact. We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history. We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history. Watching the world burn in fire, losing my only desire. It's like I'm faded, I'm higher. Why isn't life the supplier? Imagine that, calling got no answer back. About to have a heart attack, so you try and make a pact. Selling souls like selling clothes, but you're really getting sacked. When you try to deal the cards, opponents have the decks stacked. I am the voice that's been chosen. Truth or the house that's been frozen. We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history. We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history. We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history. We have no shame anymore. I hear death knocking, he's right at the door. You cannot take this from me. History's written, it makes history.